I've missed my next guest. I haven't spoke of her for longer than I haven't spoken to my wife. Kinsey Schofield in LA. Bonjour, comment ça va? Ça va bien et tout?
JK, I missed you too. Your energy is just, it's much needed in these dark times.
Well, you say dark times, it's pretty crap over here. But in America, you're in LA, so there's much to ask about LA. First of all, and he'll look at me like I'm talking rubbish, Donald Trump could lose to Kamala Harris or Kamala since I went. What's going on, woman?
Isn't that wild? It's just literally 3-4 weeks ago, our own media was telling us that she was unqualified. They were calling her the border czar. Now they're saying, oh, she was never the border czar, and she is the second coming of Christ. It's amazing to watch the mainstream media kind of flip a switch and try to pretend like the last 4 years didn't exist.
I was reading today that Trump has been encouraged, pleaded with by his people to come out and do a sensible interview and take this woman on. But he keeps releasing all this information. He just released on X for the first time in a year. Do you believe it'll still be a close contest, or do you think he shot his bolt and she's going to be the next president of the United States of America?
I do believe it's going to be a close contest because he has such a fierce base that sincerely love him. But I also think people like RFK Jr., really take votes away from Trump. And so I think that that's going to be an issue. I wish that he would have tried to find a way to include him in his campaign, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and you are seeing him get really personal in his attacks against Kamala. He needs to stay on point. He needs to stay on message and focus on the things that matter to people: gas prices, grocery prices, home prices, things like that.
All the things that matter. Listen, seriously, great to have you on. Harry and Meghan, what's this about? I've been away. They're on a tour, Colombia. What's all this about? Why are they on a tour? Is it a royal tour? Does anybody give a damn? What's happening?
Let's stop calling it a royal tour or a half royal tour. It's a hillbilly holiday. Let's be honest.
Hillbilly holiday.
The Telegraph is reporting that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are ignorantly being used as political pawns by the left-wing government, which has been, as I'm sure you're aware, haunted by corruption scandals. And they're going to go there to talk about child safety online, how to monitor your children's safety online in communities they've started. But at the end of the day, I think that it's proof that these two have to leave the country to be taken seriously.
They even have to leave your country now. They left our country to be taken seriously. Now they're having to go to Canada.
Yeah, Canada, Colombia, Nigeria, they're going everywhere.
Just for the money.
And I think that it's further proof that, they're Joe Rogan on the cover of Daily Mail today, slamming them, making fun of them. They're the butt of the joke in the States. So they are having to go to scandal-ridden countries to be considered thought leaders. That doesn't bode well for the brand.
No, thought leaders. What a pile of old tosh. Now, going to throw several things at you because I know you've got a sense of humour. Royal fans gush over Princess Kate. So there was a video of Kate and William saying congratulations to the British Olympics team. She looked great. What about him with the old stubble? He looked a bit rough. I bet you were up for that, Schofield, weren't you? He looked a bit old rough, the old prince.
Was 100% up for that, as you said. I want to go. I want to go chop down a Christmas tree with that man. I want to see him in a flannel.
You want him to get his chopper out? Did you just say? Did you want him to get his chopper out? Did you just say?
I thought he looked absolutely great, which is so funny that is truly what the internet took away from that video, because it is so rare and special to see Princess Kate. But he looked like a stud muffin with that beard.
A stud muffin. That's brilliant. You can't say that. A stud muffin. Mind you, stud muffins, however short. Tom Cruise stealing the show at the Paris 2024 Olympic closing ceremony. He's over 60. He abseiled in gloves. Bit bad that. Because of course LA has the Olympics in 2028. If it hasn't been destroyed, the city, by the crimes and the drug. But anyway, Tom Cruise. Are you a Tom Cruise fan? Does he do it for you as well?
I love him because he's so close to the royal family. He invites them to all of his premieres in London. He lives over there now. So, obviously he loves your part of the world. But he was the perfect person for this. He does a lot of his own stunts. He is a workaholic, and he's a box office, bombshell. I mean, really barely anyone can compete with him today when it comes to these mega movies. And so I was so happy to see him there. And I thought it was really appropriate that he was the one to end things, the climax, if you will.
Nice. How does is LA excited about the Olympics in 2028?
I think so. I think it'll be fun. You know, we have we have the Super Bowl here, and I mean, this city is prepared, and we know how to party. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to see it in Los Angeles.
You're always amazing. I was just going to ask you, if I gave you the opportunity to pick Prince William, Tom Cruise, or Mike Graham, what would it be?
Mike Graham with a side of Prince William.
Mike Graham with a side of Prince William. I love it. Kins, it's so good to speak to you, darling. It's been too long. Thank you very much indeed, as ever, for taking part. And you can catch her on YouTube. She's an amazing lady. Kinsey Schofield, royal commentator there.